Morning, yogis from all around the world. How lovely to start our day together. So please come into a seated position. You can choose to cross your legs. You can sit on something to make your seat a little bit more comfortable, because yes, in yoga we breathe, we move, we sometimes find an edge and we sometimes challenge ourselves. But all in all, it's a very nurturing and very healing practice. So if anything does not feel good, the word asana, which is also translated in our physical practice, the word asana actually means comfortable seat. So yes, try to make it as comfortable as possible. And then let's take a deep breath in together. Bring your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, flip the palms up towards the sky. Really stretch out, you can even look up. Take a deep breath in there, reach up, reach up, reach up, and then slowly bring your hands to the knees. Palms can face up as a gesture of being quite open and receptive, or you can choose to consciously say, you know what, today is a day where I just want to put my palms down and go more into my inner landscape. And then soften the shoulders, close your eyes. A moment of pause, a moment of stillness. I don't know if you've heard of the Yoga Sutras. They are a very, very old text which line by line explains why we do yoga. It's a beautiful, beautiful book to read actually. It's more a book which you refer to now and again. And one of the ultimate, let's say, goals, even though we don't really have goals in yoga, is to calm the fluctuations of the mind. Now, in order to calm down the fluctuations of our mind, I think the first step is to acknowledge and observe the fact that there are fluctuations. And by sitting still and by observing that one day the mind, the quality of the mind is very active and other days it is calmer, we can start to understand and feel why that is, and maybe even adopt actions and lifestyle choices to be in a space where our physical, mental and emotional landscape is aligned and balanced. So let's simply just sit still and notice how it makes you feel to sit still. There's no judgment, there's no attachment. And I mean, there's no judgment in days where things seem a little restless, and there is no attachment during days where things seem all very peaceful and blissful. Life is always changing, and we know that better than ever. So let's just observe those fluctuations. Let's just see if we can calm down the mind. And the best way to do so is to calm down the breath. 4 to 6 counts to breathe in, 4 to 6 counts to breathe out. Around 6 more rounds of breath in stillness. If you work with an intention, you can bring that intention in mind. If you work with a dedication, you can also bring that in your mind and in your heart space. And then place the palms together in front of the heart. This gesture has always been important. It's a greeting, it's a gesture of namaste, it's a gesture of acknowledging each other when we've practiced together, but now it's even more important. For me it is. We're not physically together, but we're moving and breathing together with our bodies on our mats in different places around the world. And this gesture just simply says, thank you for sharing your time with me, with each other. and for bettering yourself. Let's bow our heads towards our thumbs to seal in our intention or our dedication, and then let's move to a tabletop. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. This is an all-level class. Please move according to what feels good. Let's just start with some cat-cow stretches. Inhale to look up, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round the spine, chin tucks, open the back line. With your eyes closed, with your own rhythm and pace of breath, keep moving. If there's any other more creative kind of movements, you can stretch your arm, you can create circles with your hips. We've got around a minute to just feel into our physical body and to coordinate our breath and the movements of our body. No right or wrong. Again, if you kneel, just stay into cat-cow. Inhale, and then slowly exhale. Go around, 5 more rounds of breath. Lovely. Reach your right arm forward and your left leg behind you. Take a deep breath in here. Knee, nose, elbow together, round the spine. Inhale, reach forward and back. Bend your left leg and try to touch the toes. Just touch with your fingertips. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, squeeze knee, elbow, round the spine. Inhale, reach forward. Bend, maybe the fingertips just touch the toes behind you. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, round the spine. Breathe in, lengthen. Bend, and this time you can reach, touch the toes, or maybe you can hold on to the foot. And then if you have your drishti on the floor, can you bring your gaze more to the front of the room? Look to the horizon. Kick the foot softly into your hand. Take another deep breath in here. And then slowly let go, tabletop pose. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, Utkatasana. Open the heart space. Your hips are above your knees. Feel free to close your eyes. One more deep breath in. And maybe even a sigh to bring some tension away out of the systems. Come into an elbow plank. You can stay on the knees. That's why I give options. You can pick what feels good. And the interesting thing is when you pick an option, either the knees or the toe, or any option you pick during class, know your intention, know why you do it. Is it a competitive mindset? Is it a thinking kind of, I have to? Feel into the body and let the feeling decide where you go. It must feel good, it might feel intense. Take one more deep breath in. Back to your tabletop, exhale. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Find a focus point for your eyes. Breathe in, fill up the lungs. Knee, nose, elbow together around the spine. Inhale, lengthen, keep your balance. Bend the right knee, fingertips maybe just touch the toes or reach back. Good. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, round and crunch, make yourself small. Looking good. Inhale, lengthen. Bend, tap fingers to toes. Inhale, forward and back. Reach your fingers forward and back. As far as possible, round the spine. Big breath in, fill up, bend, and this time we hold. So that the foot that is behind you, it's interesting to cultivate a relationship with what is happening behind you. Active, the toes are active, very nice. Take one more deep breath in here. Open up that left collarbone, hand down, knee down, tabletop. Tuck your toes, walk to a full plank pose. Hands under your shoulders, feet as hip width apart. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Right knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Left knee to your nose. You can drop the knee to the knees. Inhale, plank. Right knee to your nose, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg all the way up. Open the hip and then bend the right knee. Draw the right heel close to the buttock. If you want to be a little bit creative, you can bring the left elbow down. 3 rounds of breath here. Create a couple of circles in the foot, or maybe even the knee moves, and then you move into your hip joints. Take a deep breath in, lift the elbow, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Runner's lunge. Personally, I like to come into fingertips and then sink the hips a little bit lower. Take a deep breath in there. Wide pyramid pose, flex the right foot and walk your hands under your shoulders. So rather than having the fingers very far forward and rounding, today let's focus on a straight spine, and you'll notice that translates into a different sensation in the right leg. Awesome. Take another deep breath in here. Walk your hands forward, flatten the right foot, right arm up, easy twist in your runner's lunge. Create a couple of circles with your right hand. Feel free to close your eyes. It's interesting, when we close our eyes, it's easier to feel. Another deep breath in here. Both hands down, flatten palms, three-legged dog. Right leg all the way behind you. Downward facing dog, both feet down to the floor. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Toes or knees all the way down to your belly in 3. Resist the floor, strong legs, 2. And rest the chest to the floor. Point your toes. Inhale, reach your arms behind you. Exhale, lift your feet off the floor and spread your toes. Hold here for 3 breaths. Maybe close your eyes and feel the back line of the body really activate. Hamstring active, lower back active. Reach another set of ribs off the floor. Reach the fingers back. Take a deep breath in. Hands next to your rib cage. Exhale. Tuck toes. Inhale. Table or plank pose. Hold. Take a deep breath in here. Left knee to your nose. Exhale. Inhale. Step back. Plank pose. Right knee to your nose. Inhale, plank pose. Left knee to the nose. 3-legged dog. Lift the leg up. Open the hip. Bend the knee. Hold. Maybe you bring the right elbow down to the floor. Spread the hands. Feel the resistance of the left hand into the floor. Some movement into the ankle or the hip joint. Take 3 more breaths here. Soften the skin on the face. Take a deep breath in, look forward, left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Fingertips, open the collarbones, breathe in. Wide pyramid, flex the foot and walk the hands under the shoulders so you can have a straight back. Walk the hands back forward, inhale. Sink the hips a little bit closer to the floor, strong right leg. Left arm up, easy twist. Yeah, looking good. Couple of circles in the left wrist. Feel free to close your eyes here. Notice the strength of the legs, the space in the breath. Breathe in, look up. Both hands inside of the left foot, flatten the palms, 3-legged dog. Inhale, reach the leg behind you. Both feet down, downward facing dog. First chaturanga. Inhale. The easier option, the less intense option is on the knees. And then exhale to come all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose. We'll do 2 rounds. Exhale, downward facing dog over the knees. So that's one option. If you are very happy doing that, for whatever reason, you just enjoy it, do that Chaturanga Vinyasa flow. A more intense variation is this one. In 1, come to plank. Exhale. exhale, bend the elbows, we're still on the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. It's the same flow, it's just a little bit more intense. So please, when I say chaturanga, feel free to do everything on the knees. All right, a little bit of playtime. Walk your feet a little closer and start to kick your own buttocks. Look somewhere in between your thumbs. Yeah, donkey kicks. Donkey kicks. Let's warm up those bodies. Yeah, good, nice. Awesome, Marcus, that's it. Look somewhere in between your thumbs. Kick your own buttocks. That's it, Julia. Oh, your dog is loving that, Yolanda. For another 3. Keep your arms straight. Good. Keep your arms straight, Julia. Yeah, no bend in the elbow. 2. Back to downward facing dog. If you're not sure about the measurement, quickly come to plank. Lift the sit bones. Take a deep breath into the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Rise to a standing position, arms above your head. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Breathe out. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Half moon variation, right arm down, left arm up. Feel the opening, reach the fingers. So pretend you can touch the floor and the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. To the other side, exhale. Hold and breathe, reach the fingers away, find a drishti. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Fold forward, dive forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Left foot steps to the back of your mat. 3-legged dog, right leg all the way behind you. Open the hip one more time. Just really stretch it out. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Knee to your left arm, exhale. Inhale, square your hips, lift your right leg. Knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog, lengthen. To the right arm, exhale. Good, or the armpit if you can. Inhale, 3-legged dog, all the way up. Step the foot in between your hands. Standing splits, lift the left leg up to the sky. Hold and breathe. Excuse me. Relax your head, activate the toes. So again, your left toes are behind you. You might be able to see them, but they're super active. Notice that when you activate the toes, the muscles in the left leg start to activate as well. Take a deep breath in here. Step both feet to the top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, you choose, as we discussed, knees or toes, all the way or halfway, cobra or upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath into the nose, sigh it out. Your downward facing dog is your reset, where you check in like you did in the beginning of class, with your body, with your mind, and you notice if your breath is still your priority. Are you paying attention to the breath, or have you accidentally forgotten about it, which is totally normal. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mats. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Rise, press into the floor, bring your arms above your head. Left side, half moon variation, 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, back to center. Looking good. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step the right foot to the back of your mat. Low lunge. Flatten palms, 3-legged dog. Open the hip to the side. The right heel presses down. Open, open, feel the openness. Take a deep breath in. Knee to the right arm, exhale. Three-legged dog, square out your hips. Active left toes, knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. To your left arm, very nice. Inhale, three-legged dog, big step. Step the foot in between your hands. If that seems very far, just help the foot. Bring your left hand to the left foot, help the foot to the top of your mat. Right leg lifts, standing splits, hold and create space. Breathe. 3 rounds of breath. Remember to activate those right toes. The right hip is at the same level as the left, so this is a lot easier if you open the hips. Or it's not easier, the leg seems higher. But let's keep our alignment correct. Let's keep focusing on drawing that right hip down. Take one more deep breath in. Both feet down to the floor. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Amazing yogis. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step, jump, float. Or you can totally skip and go straight to downward facing dog. Lovely movements for your body. Nice. We meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Let's drop to the knees and try a dolphin pose. So actually there's a nice sequence here. I'm going to go back to the top of this side. Let's first come into elbow plank. Elbow plank. Now just watch that your elbows are as wide as your shoulders and not wider than that. If you're not sure, you can hold on to the biceps and then you can come, put your elbows to the top of your mat, place the hands down. Nice. Take a deep breath in here and then walk your feet all the way to the top or closer to your elbows. This is called Dolphin Pose. Nice. Take a breath in there and then walk your feet back to the back of your mat. Back to elbow plank. Breathe in. Knees, belly to the floor, point your toes. Swings pose. Inhale here. Flying swings. Your toes are still pointed and you lift your core and your hips off the floor. Feel the activation of the core. Take a nice deep breath in. Back to swings pose. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Elbow plank. Breathe in. Walk your feet closer, closer, closer. Some of you might stay here. So here we go with the options and the variations. One is not better than the other. One will just work better for you. If you want, we'll go for switch kicks. So one leg goes up and the other one goes down. One leg goes up and the other one goes down. Hop. Maybe it's a little hop just at the back of your mat. That's fine. Yes. Maybe you go higher. Maybe you find your balance. Try to slow it down. Another. Let me see what's going on there. Yeah. 5. Looking good. 4. Nice, Marcus. Good, Percy. I can see. Yeah, nice, nice. All right, embryo pose. Knees to the floor. Bring the knees a little closer. And then bring your hands to your feet and take a little break. Check in with yourself. Feel the heart rate. Notice the temperature of your body. Maybe a lovely sigh. So in yoga, there's no I have to, there's no I should. It's just an exploration. Pick options that make you feel good. Let's flow with the breath. Hands come forward, plank pose, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, big toes touch. Oh, it's getting warm now. Big toes touch. Lift your arms up to the skies. It's a little chair. The weight is in the heels. You can even wiggle your toes for a little bit and then sink a little deeper. Yeah, take a deep breath in here. Fly your chair, heels come up, fingers reach forward, find your drishti, shoulders away from the ears. It's a balancing pose. Heels a little higher, buttocks a little bit lower, and then lift the heart. That's it, nice. Keep a smile on your face for 3, 2, heels down, arms up, inhale, high mountain. To your right side, half moon variation, reach up and down, feel the side stretch. Inhale, arms up to the sky. To the other side, exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Lovely yogis, fold forward, dive forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Left foot steps to the back of your mat, feel your low lunge. 3-legged dog, right leg lifts up. Open the hip, and this time we flip the dog. We're also going to break it down. So look under your left armpit and see if you can see the right foot. Then you flip the dog. Today we are flipping to a bridge variation. So turn the feet parallel before you do anything, and you kind of hang out here. So you're facing the back of your mat. Yes. From there, press into both feet and start to lift up into a bridge on one arm. It's kind of a wheel actually. Nice, nice back bend. Take another deep breath in here. Look down to the floor, right hand down, right leg up. 3-legged dog, inhale. Knee to your left arm, exhale. Hold it here. Falling triangle, the right foot comes to the floor underneath you, and then bring the left arm up to the sky. Yeah, lovely, Julia. If you want, I personally really enjoy bringing that arm over my head, reaching up, feel that side stretch. Take another deep breath in here. To the floor, hands down, right leg back up. Good, nice transitions. Knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog, lengthen. Knee to the right arm, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Step the foot all the way to the top of the mat. Standing splits, lift the left leg up, hold and breathe. If you feel like some handstand practice, this is a nice position to start practicing your handstands. One option is to bring your hands flat to the floor. Then lift your heel and stand on your hands. Basically shifting the weight from the foot to the hand, from the hand to the foot to the foot. Yes. If you want more, shift the weight, shoulders above your wrist. From there, do some switch kicks. Do some switch kicks. Yes. That's it. Or just shift. So you breathe in, you come forward, breathe out, come back. 4 more times, whatever you do, keep your eyes focused, keep breathing, keep smiling. 3, 2, yeah, let's feel that heat, and both feet together, nice. Fold forward, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Step back to plank pose, exhale. Breathe in here, all the way to your belly. There we go. Just readjust that, nice. All the way to the belly, create a little pillow with your hands, and just turn your face to the left side. Close your eyes and feel the breath. Oh, wonderful, very, very nice. Half bow pose. Reach your both hands to the top of your mat, and then make your thumbs turn up to the sky. Basically, you're giving yourself a thumbs up, a thumbs up. Bend the right knee, open the right hand, and then hold on to the right foot with your right hand. Yes, good. Walk that right knee a little bit closer to the left knee, because often that right knee wants to go out to the side. Start to kick the foot in your hand and notice that that lifts your chest. Some of you might stay here. Some of you might start pointing the left toe and it hovers just off the floor. You can also start reaching your left arm so your hands and your feet are off the floor. For another 3, kick the foot in the hand. 2, one more big one. Slowly let go. Create a pillow of your hands and turn your face to the right this time. A moment of pause, a moment of reflection, a moment of rebound. Guess what? The other side. Thumbs up in front of you. Bend your left leg. Left hand reaches for the left foot. I like to hold on to the pinky side of the foot, but you can also do it the other way around. I just prefer for my shoulder. Then start with the foot kicking into the hand and notice that that energy starts to lift your chest. You can stay here, lift the toes, reach the arms. Yeah, focus your eyes, and it's not so easy to breathe here, so keep breathing. Nice. Take it as high as it feels good to you. Take one more deep breath in. Nose to the floor, just relax, skis aside, shoes aside, and maybe wiggle your buttocks a little from right to left, releasing the lower back. Hands next to your ribcage, tuck your toes. Inhale, plank or tabletop. Exhale, full downward facing dog. Downward facing dog can help you feel if you took the right decisions, or if that might have been too much or too little. It's a reset to just check in. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Rise, high mountain. Inhale, arms up to the sky. To the left, half moon variation. One hand up, one hand down. Inhale, both arms up. Keep a smile on the face, wonderful. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, high mountain. Let's flow with the breath. Exhale, fold forward, dive forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Right foot steps to the back of your mat. Feel the grounding. And hands down. Three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Open the hip. The left hip stacks on top of the right. If you want to flip your dog, look under your right armpit and notice if you can see the left foot. Hello, foot. And then that foot slowly comes to the floor behind you. Lift the left arm so you're on the right. And then just pause. Let's break it down and take our time. Look at the alignment. Your feet are parallel. So there's different ways to flip your dog. Today we are flipping into a one-arm wheel. And then come all the way up. Up, up, up. You can even look over and look towards your left hand. Press the floor away for that right hand. Through that right hand, protect the shoulder. Take one more deep breath in. Look to the floor. Left hand to the floor. Left leg up. Great transitions. Take a breath in. Knee to the right arm. Hold. Falling triangle. Foot comes to the floor. Right arm comes up. Remember, you can bring the right arm over your head and really feel the side stretch. Nice, Percy. That's it, Marcus. Beautiful, Julia. Awesome, Chris. Take another deep breath in. Look down, hand down. Left leg up to the sky. Breathe in. Knee to your nose. Awesome work. Stay with it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to the left arm. Exhale. Inhale, lift the leg. Look forward, step or help the foot to the top of your mat. Standing splits, right leg lifts up. Remember the options. I'll give you two options. There's many options. So the one option is to have quite a lot of space between your hands and your foot. And you start to lift the right toes up and you practice how it feels to have weight in your hands on the inhale and then weight back to the foot on the exhale. Just a shift of weight and feel how you're activating your shoulders, your core. If you want more, you shift that weight and you maybe kick one leg up, the other leg comes down. One leg up, other leg comes down. Take 4 more rounds of whatever you're doing. Yeah, wonderful. Take one more deep breath in. Together, feet fold forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Step to a plank pose. Exhale. Big breath in here. All the way to the tummy. Resist the floor, resist the floor, resist the floor. Good. Alright guys, now you can choose to do a half bow on each side again. If you really enjoyed that, just do that. 3 breaths, 4 breaths on one side, 3, 4 breaths on the other side. So that's an option. Another option is to go to full bow pose, where you do both legs at the same time. Just be gentle. Another option actually, if you have a belt, if you want to try full bow, but maybe you have a sensitive lower back, or maybe you just want to give yourself some more space, you bring the belt around the ankles and then you're here. So that's option number 2. Option number 3, hop both feet to your hands, walk the knees a little closer and then start to kick the feet up. Let's do 5 breaths, 5 more breaths. So either you do right and then left, or you lift with your belt, or you're here with the feet in the hands. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Open the heart for 3. Keep breathing, maybe close your eyes. 2, go to the edge, feel the heat. Feel the heat. Take 1 more deep breath in. Softly, gently let go. Palms on top of each other. Look to the right side. And pause. Pause, pause, pause. Feel. 3 more rounds of breath. All right, last round. You can pick the same option. Depending, it's really, I can't decide that for you. You're the only one that can decide that. But decide it from a space of feeling rather than a space of thinking yourself into a shape. All right, belt ready. Maybe if you are together, someone might need to help you there. All right, take a deep breath in. Softly kick the feet into your hands. Look down to the floor. Soften the skin on your face. For another 3, 2, 1 more deep breath in. Wonderful. Turn your face to the left. Relax. Shake the buttocks a little from right to left. Fabulous. Chin to the floor, tuck your toes, come to table or plank pose, breathe in, downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Rise, high mountain, arms come all the way above your head. Fold forward, exhale, dive forward, relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Plank pose. All right, we're going to wind down now. So the right knee comes to the right wrist. The foot crosses underneath. Shin to the floor, half pigeon we call this. Walk your left knee back, walk your toes back, And then come all the way down to your elbows. Relax your left toes. Feel free to close your eyes. 5 rounds of breath. Pay attention to your breath. Different people, different options. You can stay, or you can bring the right hand in the center of the mat and bring your left hand to the left foot. This time we draw the foot closer to our buttocks, so we feel a stretch in the front of our left thigh. That's it. Nice. And most of us feel this quite intensely. So if you feel like, oh my, what? That's normal. Good. Take a deep breath in there. Slowly release. Exhale. Roll to the right sit bones and bring the left foot all the way across for a seated spinal twist. I'll mirror you. So your left leg is the top leg. You bring that leg all the way over. Yeah, I'm your mirror. Now, if it is challenging for you to have both sit bones on the floor, I have a very simple option, which is to bring your right foot straight in front. For most people, it just feels more stable. You can feel your sit bones better. So then just do that. Bring the arms up to the sky and then twist over to your left side. Take another deep breath in. Look forward and slide your left foot over the right. So your feet are crossed. And then fold over your legs. Let your head be heavy. Relax your toes a little. Take an inhale, roll all the way up. And this, I know that we've done this one, I think, last week. It's quite fun. Just have some fun with it. So your feet are still crossed. The back of the hands go together as if you're swimming. As if you're swimming, so the palms are on the outside. Then hold on with the hands to the pinky side of the feet. So everything feels very crossed. Yeah, like that actually. Yeah. Okie dokie. Now your little small ball. Flex the feet and then try to see if you can lift your feet off the floor by pressing the feet in the hands. Oh, thank you, Sam. And then extend the legs if you wanna. Nice, Julia. Yes, active toes. Focus your eyes. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe the knees are bent. That's also totally fine. Good. As long as you're smiling, as long as you're breathing. Good work. Take another deep breath in. Bend the knees. Bring your heels to your sit bones. Roll over your shins. Step into downward facing dog. Deep breath into the nose. Sigh it out. Left knee to your left wrist. Let it hover. Take a breath in. Half bridge and bring the left foot across behind the right hand. And then slowly descend down. Toe knee, the leg behind you. Take a breath in. Let's open those hips, stretch and breathe. Feel free to close your eyes here. Come to that lovely deep breathing. Slow in and out of the nose. Stay where you are, or take the option where your hands come under the shoulders. Your left hand is somewhere on the mat that helps you with your balance. Bend the right knee, the right hand to the right foot, and rather than kicking the foot in the hand, we actually bring our heel closer to your bum and feel that lovely, well, lovely. It's also quite a strong stretch in the front of your right thigh. Keep breathing. When you notice you are at an edge, breathe and let the breath calm your central nervous system down. Take one more deep breath in. Softly, gently let go. Roll onto your left bum. Right leg swings all the way and across. I'll mirror you again. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Remember the option of extending that left leg. It's important that both sit bones are equally into the floor. Sometimes when we put the leg across, that right sit bone stays off the floor. Active feet, press into the sit bones to lengthen the spine. Good. And twist, exhale. Feel free to close your eyes. Come back to the breath. Soften the skin on your face. Take one more deep breath in. Twist a little deeper on the exhale. Breathe in, look forward, look at your feet and cross your right ankle in over your left. Yeah. Inhale here and then just come forward where if you feel anything, sensations of stretching, then you are in the right place. There will be as many variations to any shape as there is people, because everybody's body is different. Feel free to close your eyes, soften your shoulders and your neck. Slowly roll up. Keep the feet crossed. Slide them a little bit closer. Back of the hands, so the palms are out as if you're swimming. And you bring that in between the feet. Good. Nice, Marcus. And then stay where you are. You really actively flex the feet. Yes. Pull on the feet and the feet start to kick forward. That's it. That's it. Nice. Maybe you extend the legs. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing. Find some softness in the challenge. Maybe fall. Ah, nice, Percy. Awesome work. Take another deep breath in. And then slowly bring your heels down. Scoop your hips to the top of your mat. If you have a block, you might want to bring your block halfway and then roll all the way to your back. Rock and roll a little bit from right to left. We did a lot of backbends this morning, so it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If you want to do a bridge pose, a supported bridge pose, or maybe a wheel pose. I haven't really broken down wheel for a while, so I'll break it down, but please don't feel obliged to go anywhere. If you want to just lie back here and you're happy and you're smiling and you're breathing, please do so. There's no forcing in yoga. Option 1, supported bridge pose. You can bring the block as high as you want under your sacrum. Oh, this is so nice for your sacrum, for your psoas. Actually, yeah, I really enjoy this variation. Another option is without the block. That first variation is called supported bridge pose. You can do normal bridge pose, lifting your hips, feet parallel. Before you come up, maybe test if you can touch your heels. So the heels are really close to the bum, and then lift up. If you want to go further from here, maybe you're just exploring this, and this is wonderful, it's an inversion. If you want to go further from here, your hands, place them next to your ears with the fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Your elbows are pointing up, and then you press into your hands, and you come into a wheel. I notice I'm quite tight, it's colder, so I'm walking my feet to the top of the mat. That's full wheel. Stay for a couple of breaths. It's a big shape. You'll feel that. So option 1 is wheel. Option 2 is bridge. Option 3, supported bridge. Take 5 more rounds of the option that you picked. Stay 1 breath longer than you think you can. Your mind will go, whoa, this is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. Stay 1 more breath longer than you think you can. Take 1 more deep breath in. And then we meet on our back, so remove the block if you're using a block. Vertebra by vertebra, bring your spine down to the floor. Bring the feet a little bit wider and let the knees come close to each other. They might touch. Close your eyes and just lie still. Feel. This practice is all about feeling, and then through the breath, through feeling, calming down those fluctuations of the mind. Let's do 1 more round. Pick an option that feels good. Not because you think it's the right option, because it feels good to the body. I'll say them again. Option 1, supported bridge, whatever height of the block. Option 2, supported bridge pose. Normal bridge pose. There you can also interlace your hands behind you and walk the meaty part of your arms under your body. That gives you a little bit more of a chest lift. Nice opening of the heart space. Very healthy for the spine. Feel the grounding through the feet. If you want a wheel, hands set up. And then you breathe in. I like to come up on an exhale. I'll just see what works for you. Toes are parallel to each other. You can even hear from my voice. It's harder to breathe here. It's alright. Just feel and breathe. Take 3 more rounds of breath. One more deep breath in. Chin to chest, land onto the shoulder blades. Pause, vertebra by vertebra. Knees knock in towards each other. Lie still. Feel your heart rate. Notice your breath. Slowly bring the right knee in towards your chest. Extend the left leg along the floor. Wind removal pose. Take a deep breath in. Swap sides. Left knee in, right leg extends. Bring both knees into your chest. Come to a spinal twist Bring the knees over to the left side. You can have your nose pointing up to the sky, or you can turn your face to the right side to face your right hand. I invite you to close your eyes and really start to pay attention to the breath again. Slow it down, soften. Relax your toes, your knees. Every exhale gives a sense of surrender and softness. 3 more rounds of breath. Bring the knees back to center and then over to the other side. Knees to the right, nose up or nose to the left. And in Spinal Twist, it's fascinating. I find it fascinating that you can really feel a difference. You're like, hey, wow, if I twist to the one side, my shoulder blades are both on the floor. If I twist to the other side, doesn't really feel the same. Interesting. How? Why? It's an holistic kind of view. Everything is connected. Through your fascia, through the muscles, through your bone structure, even emotions that we hold onto in our body. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. Make sure you're nice and warm, yogis. So if you feel you want to put a jersey or some socks on, do so before we move to Shavasana. And then bring the knees into chest. So this could be a nice time for you to put some socks on or a hoodie, grab a blanket. I know our Dubai yogis, they like their blankets. And then extend the legs along the floor and totally relax. Nothing to do, just to lie back and let your subconscious and your conscious connect. Total relaxation, and I'll be your timekeeper, so don't worry. Just lie back and let the healing and the integrating take place. If you are in a really, really nice, peaceful place, just stay. Just stay on your back. Just lie back and go, oh, this is so nice. And then just ignore the instructions. If you are ready to move, keep your eyes closed for now and just wiggle your fingers and your toes. It's probably one of the smallest movements that we can be aware of. There's so many subtle movements in your body, even the blood that flushes through your veins, but yeah, it's hard to feel that. But feel the little movements of your hands, how amazing and fascinating the body is, how it works, how it's all there. Then stretch the arms over your head like we did in the beginning of class, just lying on your back here. Point the toes to the back of your mat. And then flex. And then hug your knees. Hug your knees into the chest. Rock and roll a little from right to left. Feel how nice the body feels. More spacious. Maybe warmer. You're also hopefully through the mind-body connection more connected with the breath. Aware of your fingers and your toes and your knees and your breathing. And then roll to the side. And from the side, just bring yourself back up into a seated position, kneeling or cross-legged. Take a moment to check in with yourself. How does the body feel? And we started with the observation of the fluctuations of our mind, the quality of our thoughts. And the quality of our thoughts can sometimes be busy or less busy, but our thoughts can also be heavy and light. Sometimes we have a tendency to have more negative thoughts or more positive thoughts, more grateful thoughts, and you can train that. You can train that so you have a different perception of life. We can feel whatever we feel, but we can train our minds to see the beauty of life, to see the magic that is in front of us, to see and feel our beautiful bodies, our connection with friends and loved ones, even when life is a bit challenging. Let's close our practice by bringing the palms in front of the heart, thanking yourself for trying or maybe practicing with me again. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for trusting me and letting me guide you. Namaste.